All right, I see it. Hi, Jay. All right, I see it. POF is always late. Creative, there you guys are. How is everybody doing? I know we took a bit of a break. We took a bit of a break and we didn't do anything last week. But we are back, guys. I appreciate you. Happy International Women's Day. Yes, Dave, I'm in the New York area. Happy International Women's Day, guys. For those of you that don't know, we have been doing 31 Days, 31 Women. So featuring a different female stream every single day this month with a women in history highlight or fact. Okay, Miss Jitu. Guys, we're going to just run through this really quickly in the beginning. For those of you that are new, every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have Entanglements in the building. So if you guys can, send your blast out. Let people know we are here. I'm going to send my blast out too. All right, blast out. In any case, guys, we're just going to run through some house rules really quickly. So if this is your first time here to Entanglements, guys, welcome. What is an entanglement? An entanglement is a complicated, compromising relationship or situationship. There's the beautiful side of love, and then there is the messy side, y'all. The messy side. And here at Entanglements, we highlight the messy side, y'all. All right, a few house rules, guys. If you are here, guys, please know that one, this is a show stream, so this is not the usual stream. Gifts and things are appreciated, but if I don't say hi or hello to you, it's because I'm in show mode, not streamer mode. So charge it to the stream, not my heart. It is a crazy busy night right now, guys. It is the last night of the People's Choice Awards, so I think everybody is super heavily invested in what is going on at the top of both the male and female leaderboards. But we are here right now and we're still gonna run entanglements as is, y'all. All right, those of you, if you are interested in being on entanglements, guys, please make sure you hit up Nika in the comments right there. Message her if you have a story. Jess isn't here, but I wanted to, we'll do it another time. Maybe the next entanglement, so I can make sure that she's here so I can publicly thank her for all that she has done for. Oh, there she is. Hi, Jess. Guys, as you know, whoever's here, Jess has been the Entanglements admin from the start of the show. She's been with me for over a year. And like any good thing, sometimes good things just have to come to an end. Jess is on another journey and has personal things that she is taking on now. So I just want to thank Jess. Make sure I thank Jess in front of everybody for all her hard work. You guys know she has been in here day in and day out. You guys have entrusted her with some of your stories, well, all of your stories, some of which have never made it to the light of day, y'all. She has held them down. I don't even know them. She don't even tell me. If you don't make the show, then I don't even get to know. So that has been an epic undertaking to have to take on hearing and holding all of these hot mess that you guys have going on in here. But Jess, I thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And of course, best of luck in all your endeavors. Guys, click on Jess's name. Make sure you follow her on Instagram. She has merch out, the Arthur, just the Arthur. The second installment of her book, Oh No, Not Again, is coming very, very soon. So please, guys, I know we talk about support and being there to do this. If you really want to support someone with a small business and doing big things and chasing their dreams, please, 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 from me, go and support Jess. She's got a lot of great things coming. Thank you guys so much. And thank you, Jess, so much for all the love and support on this entanglement journey. So in the interim, guys, lovely Nika has been stepping in. So I need y'all to play nice. Don't make Nika have to chase you down. So please message Nika if you'd like to be on the show. Be nice. She's gonna help me in the interim. So with that being said, Entanglements is looking for an admin. I will post this on my Instagram. We need a full-time admin. There are a lot of big things coming up for Entanglements, guys, especially at the end of the month. Entanglements is It's being taken next level. When I'm allowed to say something about it, I will tell you guys, but huge opportunity, big thing. So if you are serious and want to help support me and grow this show, please message me on my Instagram. It's Itsjillybaby. Serious inquiries only. I've already had people say, come, I'll do it. Y'all know y'all have no business hearing some of these stories. Y'all couldn't hold water, okay? So don't play with me in my DMs. Serious inquiries only. If you would like to be a part and help the show, okay. If Jess will interview them, that would be fantastic. So, but thank you guys. All right, back to the show, guys. Welcome again. This is a show stream, and of course, last but not least, guys, real people, real stories. So it takes a lot of courage to get in a box and share your business out there. So please, let's, kiki and cut up in the comments, but let's try to keep it respectful. All right. Let's get into it, guys. We took a week off, but does anybody remember? Okay, I have two recaps. We have two recaps, y'all. Does anybody remember whose entanglement we had last on? Anybody remember who it was? Is that long? You forgot? All right. PYT. Okay. So PYT's entanglement. I can give you, we got PYT's entanglement. And then I got an update on my brother's situation. Which one y'all want to hear first? The update on my brother's, on the brother? Okay. So for those of you that missed it, I'm going to give you a brief story about what happened with my brother's entanglement. All right. So my brother been married 17 years to his wife. Okay. Halfway through the marriage, there was some infidelity. Okay. My brother is a marshal back in Guam. He, works for the police force. He took on a job being the security for a Supreme Court judge. So he took that on. While he was at a very high profile function, a senator walks up to my brother and says, I know what you've been doing. You can have her. My brother had been sleeping with the judge's administrative assistant. She was married to a very prominent senator back home. The senator is a childhood friend, grew up next door to his wife, my sister-in-law. All of this hits the proverbial fan. Lots of dissent. He gets moved back, to the police department force area. He and my sister-in-law have it out. She's embarrassed, all of these things. They end up working it out. He finds a new religion, joins a non-denominational church. They do all this work, okay? So that's the backstory, okay, of what's been happening. So I get a call from my mom in January to let me know the following scenario played out. My sister-in-law works overnight shift at the airport. She realizes she doesn't have her phone, so she goes home at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning to get it. When she goes home, she sees in their bed my brother, my stepbrother, so we're not blood related, my stepbrother and my cousin in the bed. They're fully clothed. They're on opposite sides of the bed. They're not touching each other, but they're in the same bed. Tangent. My cousin, who is my blood cousin, who's on my mother's side, he's known her. We've all known her since she was a baby. Grew up, she's 26, my brother's 53. So her being around the family was not a big deal. She had apparently been spending a lot of time with my brother and my sister-in-law, just regular stuff. It's nothing uncommon, right? Hanging out. She comes home and she sees this, flips out, takes her stuff and leaves. My brother and my stepbrother and my cousin get this bright idea that now they have to tell everybody what's been going on. So that morning, they decide to call a particular set of family members to let them know that they have been sleeping around since June of 2021. In front of everybody. So in front of my sister-in-law's face, hanging out, doing the thing, all of this. They're in love with each other. She's everything that that his wife hasn't been doing, all of these things. Sister-in-law says, this is the last time you embarrass me. F that, I'm leaving. Leaves, gets her stuff, right? So she's decided she's going to go to Hawaii, back to Hawaii, get herself together, do therapy, all of that stuff. I call my brother a couple of weeks later. My brother tells me he really thinks that he's in love with Just call her Felicia. My cousin, that she's all of these great things anyway, right? So he understands that it's wrong and he made a mistake, but he wants to make that work. Cousin, she's in love. Well, y'all, last week I spoke to my mother. My brother was served with divorce papers from my sister-in-law to separate assets, do everything and leave. My brother-in-law began crying and has now come to the revelation that he loves his wife and he does not want to get a divorce. So he broke up with my cousin. She's in shambles. She's distraught. He said he loved me. And now he's trying to get back with his wife, who's still leaving to Hawaii without him, as I know it right now. But that's the update. Who knows? I'll let y'all know if they decide to actually work it out. But the other relationship is over. The family's blown up for no reason at this point, and who knows what's happening. So also my uncle, I believe, is on the hunt for my brother and my stepbrother. It's a mess, y'all. Okay. So that's where that is. All right. Drink and snack emojis, guys. Let's get through PYT's recap of her entanglement, and then we can get tonight's fresh entanglement. I'm excited about tonight's entanglement because I always get excited when somebody says, hey, I have an entanglement. I want to come on the show. So, and I believe tonight's entanglement is an on-app entanglement. We haven't had an on-app entanglement in a while now, have we? Escargot, Mike, I see you. Okay. All right, y'all. Yup. All right, y'all. Miss PYT's entanglement. Here we go. So we have PYT, and then we have Raggedy, who's the guy. Then we've got Baldy. It's a female. Y'all take notes. Y'all remember this. Sis. We have Non-Factor. And we have the Thief. Those are all the women. All right? Raggedy, the man. Baldy, Sis, Non-Factor, and Thief, the women. All right, here we go. 2010 fall. PYT is going into college. She's a sophomore in college. Raggedy, the guy, he's a junior. All right. So PYT got a 75% scholarship, and then she was a track walk-on. So she was, bartending and picking up jobs to help pay tuition, but she was trying to work on getting more, scholarship money with track. So she's on track. That's how she met Raggedy, track and field. They were in the same dorm because there was a dorm setup where there's a dorm specifically for athletes. So, and they were separated by gender. So it would be, male, female, male, female. PYT lived on the second floor. Raggedy lived on the first floor. In the beginning, they were just friends because he was helping her navigate the track and field, group, and who to talk to, which coaches to work with, things like that. So it was just very, very platonic. And she also said he was not really her type. She said the body was banging. The body, the little track and field, like body with the woo wop and the pow pows. Body was banging, but she said he was short. If y'all have met or seen PYT is a solid like 5'1", 5'2". Solid 5'1", 5'2". This gentleman, she prefers taller. She prefers to climb a little tree action. This gentleman was a cool 5'7". So she wasn't attracted to him. But her love language is quality time, y'all. And they started spending, for 5 months, they started to spend so much time together. Be honest in the comments. Be honest. Have you ever dated somebody that in the beginning, you were like, oh, no, no, no. And then you spent time with them, and all of a sudden, maybe that mole on the side of their face now looks cute that used to just bother you. They clothes you used to think look a little, but now you're like, it's all right. He's nice. It looks nice. That's what happened, y'all. 5 months in, and all of a sudden she's like, I think I actually kind of like him now, and his height isn't much of an issue. And he said, PYT, I like you, and I want to be with you. So PYT said, okay. Well, we're rolling into spring of 2011. And Raggedy apparently is, joining a fraternity. So through his crossing, she is the supportive college girlfriend, helping him, cooking food, when he's doing all these late things, supporting him all the way through. And she gets to the probate. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Greek life, but that's when they reveal, who has crossed over. So she is there. It's a big deal. It's a very secret thing. You know, you're not supposed to say anything, but she is there. Y'all, how tall was he, y'all? Y'all remember how tall he was? Y'all remember how tall I said he was? How tall was he? 5'7". So she was there with a number one balloon because he was the front of the line, y'all. If y'all know how they line them up, it's usually, the shortest to the. He was the one right up front, big old 5'7" self. All right. So she was there with her number one balloon, right? Holding a balloon like she knows, but so she was there with her one balloon, ready to watch and congratulate him. And she begins to look around the room, y'all. She looks around the room and she starts to notice a few other women are holding a number one balloon. Holding another number one balloon. She looked around to the left on one side and she saw Baldy. Baldy had a balloon. Apparently, the Baldy was a hoe. Baldy was a hoe. Um, then she looked around on themselves, and the thief had a number one balloon too. Apparently, the thief was hoish, but on the low. Hoish, but on the low. But PYT kept it together. She didn't react in the setting. She kept her cool. She recorded everything for him, took all the pictures that he needed. When they were done, she said, I'm going to catch up with you at the party afterwards. I'll just catch up with you at the party. No problem. Get to the party. Thief was all in her face, trying to be extra friendly, didn't rub PYT the right way. And she was just sitting on this. Like, how come that means you're talking to, there's pillow talk or something's happening for them to have known ahead of time. In the middle of the party, she can't take it. She snatches Raggedy up and she confronts him and says, what is this? What's going on? He denies it. He says she's paranoid. You just got to let it go. She didn't feel the need or too moved to continue. So she just says, you know what? All right, cool. I'm going to let it go. So she lets it go. Weeks start passing and everything is good, apparently. Everything seems good. So we're now into the summertime, right? We were just in spring. Now we're in summertime 2011. At this point in time, PYT takes on the event coordinator of the Black Student Union. If you guys know PYT, she loves to plan things. She loves putting events together. She was doing the same thing back then in college. So it's here where she meets Sis, okay? So we have met Baldy Thief, and this is where she meets Sis. Now, Sis is a freshman. PYT is a junior at this time, and Sis kind of just takes a liking to PYT in a mentorship type of way, helping her out. So they start to spend some time together, and, Sis begins to just be a champion of PYT, asking her for advice, but gassing her up. You're so great. I just want to be this and do all this. But at a certain point, this more like, student union relationship transitions into a personal relationship. And Sis starts asking relationship advice from her, talking about there's someone that I like, she really likes. So they're having more intimate conversations. So while this is happening, as PYT is progressing through school and doing all of these things, the Greek life is knocking at her door as well. So one day, Non-Factor, another one, invites her and says, hey, why don't you come to the SG Row probate and just come check it out. Just come see. I'm inviting you over. So fine. So she goes, and Non-Factor is doing her crossing over. Non-Factor is also the number one in her line. Well, PYT goes to the probate and looks around, and she sees someone holding a number one balloon, y'all. She recognized the person holding the number one balloon. It was Raggedy. Raggedy was there holding a number one balloon. She said, what's this about? What are you doing here? What are you, that Spider-Man? What are you doing here? And he said, don't even worry about it. It's just Ace respecting Ace. She's the number one. I'm the number one. I'm just here showing her. But remember, you're not supposed to be, telling just anybody about your crossing, about your probate, and that you've crossed over. Well, she lets that slide, y'all. Keep that in mind. We're almost there. Well, now as the school year progresses, Thief, remember Thief, the hoe on the low, starts hanging around closer to their inner circle. So now she's hanging out at the athlete dorms. She's hanging out there. She's in PYT's face and room, asking her a lot of questions about Raggedy and Raggedy's line brothers, and just a little bit too much interest. PYT gave her the name Thief because at one of these events or one of these occurrences when she was at the dorms, Thief, PYT kind of noticed that her heels, her very distinct heels that she have, were missing. She's thinking about who was in her room, who was around that time, and who wouldn't do this. And thief came to mind. So she figured out what athlete's dorm room she was in, confronted her about it. She denied it, left it alone, but didn't really mess with her much anymore. So now we're at fall of 2011. We're at a party, and sis says, hey, I'm coming to the party, and the guy that I like, he's gonna be at the party. PYT is like, no problem, I got you, sis. I'll be the wingman, no problem, if you need any help, okay? So PYT is there having a good time. She goes to the restroom. She comes out from the restroom, guys, and she looks up. And I don't know if y'all are familiar with the Kappas, but the Kappas are known for their shimmy. PYT comes out from the bathroom and looks on the dance floor, and she sees Raggedy shimmying to sis, and then she kisses him in front of her face. PYT goes up, snatches him in front of everybody, and goes off. But in the heat of passion, I don't know if y'all have ever been this upset before. Have y'all been in a relationship where you were so mad and you get mad and then you don't know what happens, or maybe it's your primal instinct that kicks in, and this really mad telling off session turns into a passionate makeup? This turned into a passionate makeup session. She went from yelling and telling him off to making out with him and getting freaky deaky in the back. They leave, do what they gotta do. The next day, PYT and sis are on the phone. Sis tells PYT, he told me y'all were just friends. PYT says, he told me y'all was just, I didn't even know y'all was doing what it do. PYT said, you know what? You can have him. She just fades off in the back, leaves it alone. She got invited to another party after that. I'm done with him, I'm cool. Goes to another party, walks into this party, sees Raggedy caked up on the couch with non-factor. Remember, Ace respecting Ace. Caked up with non-factor. Raggedy sees PYT, tries to play that off, like, no, it's not that. PYT leaves. And then, you know, once you open Pandora's box, it gets crazy. So from this point forward, the rumor now has it that Baldy, y'all remember Baldy, who was coming around and had the #1 balloon? Baldy's pregnant. At the same time that Baldy is pregnant, sis reveals to PYT that she too is pregnant. Confronts Raggedy about all of it. He denies it, leaves it alone. Everybody leaves him alone. Raggedy now goes to sis's place because everything has hit the proverbial fan, is knocking on sis's door, trying to get her to talk with him. Sis has thrown all his things out. She calls PYT, come get him. He needs to go home. PYT said, I'm not wasting this good gas on his raggedy self. For whatever reason, I don't know what, and PYT says she's trying to go to heaven and she was trying to be a good Christian woman. And after all the drama, decided that she was going to go ahead and give this man a ride home, as in home, like off campus. But she said, you better give me gas money. He said, all I got is $5. PYT looked at sis and said, are you going to cover the rest? So he put 5 on it. Sis says, I got you for the rest of the money. He goes to get in the front seat. PYT says, get you up in the back seat. You ain't about to be here next to me. I'm pissed and I'm doing this. As they're driving back, she says it's about an hour drive to where she has to go. So that's an hour there, hour back. He is trying to talk to her and apologize. And one thing triggers PYT in this car ride, y'all. He tells her, but I love you, PYT. And this was just the what do you call that? The nail in the coffin, the whatever that breaks the camel's back. She slammed on her brakes on the highway, pulls over on the highway, tells him to get his and get out. Get out, side of the highway. Can't do it. He jumps out the car, but he's so like in shock. He jumps out of the car on the wrong side, not on the shoulder side. He jumps out of the car on the highway side. Damn near gets hit by a truck. She said it was like slow motion, that this truck came by and nearly missed him. And she said she was so mad in that moment, that in that moment, she really didn't care if he got hit. But it freaked him out. He jumped his butt back in the car, and PYT completed to take him to his destination and have nothing to do with him. left him from there. To this day, y'all, sis ended up not going on with her pregnancy. She didn't. She terminated her pregnancy. Baldy had the baby, and to this day, Raggedy and Baldy are married, I believe, together at least. I think they're married. Raggedy and Baldy are actually married. And the thief really was a thief. At another party, the thief was wearing the heels that she said she didn't steal from PYT. I think that's everything. I think that's everything. I think that's everything. Okay. It's a lot. It's a lot. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. It's a lot of people, a lot of moving parts, y'all. All right. Tonight's entanglement guests specifically said they did not want to have their picture out on the announcement of who was going to be here. They just wanted to be here. If I am correct, this is an on-app situation. We haven't had one in a while. Just going to see what happens. That's a lot, Weddington. Okay. Y'all know what to do. Drink and snack emojis in the comments. Did any of y'all catch the emoji hint that I gave you? Y'all, I drop emoji hints on all my posts. Did y'all see what emoji was popping up? Did y'all see what emoji was popping up on them posts? Y'all didn't catch it in the... Yeah, definitely it wasn't tacos. It's... Y'all, please welcome Candy to the street.
I was like, I'm gonna kill Jilly. Like, people don't know what that green heart is. I am sick of her.
Listen, there's somebody. You want to know what I really thought, Jess? If you're still in here, I was like, oh Lord, people might think that's you too.
I said that when I saw it. I was like, oh good, they're gonna think it was for her old admin.
That's what I said. I said, oh, all right, okay. So hold on. You have been to this show before. Yes.
Not on as a guest, no.
Not, but you've seen it, so you know the rules, right? So no cursing in the comment. I mean, not in the comments. I can't control comments. No cursing in the box. We're featured show. Touch the screen, click the comments off. You need to not see anything that is happening down there the entire time we are talking. I want to tell y'all, the only time I get to really see your guys' comments is when I go and watch the replay back from Jay recording it, and I just want to tell you, y'all are terrible. Okay. The shows that I have rewatched and get the opportunity to see what y'all be doing while everything else is going on, y'all are embarrassing. But you know what? It works for the show. Some of y'all are really bad. I might need to give like Entanglements MVP, which literally mean or like the worst. Okay, just don't look down there. Else you're gonna get caught up. All right. So you click comments off. It's just me and you talking. We'll take it low and slow. If you guys are just joining us, this is Entanglements with me. It's Itsjillybaby every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you just got here, perfect timing. We're about to get tonight's entanglements. All right. I'm gonna click these off because I feel like some of them are maybe giving me the middle finger. Can't see them. It's like never there. All right. So we always start with the players in the entanglements. So we have you. Who else? Whatever names you want to give
them. We have me. Dang.
You can get suggestions. You want suggestions?
Let's do A and B.
Just A and B? Okay. So A, yes. Is A.
Or you can do suggestions. Like if you, yeah.
What kind of name you need? What kind of name? Female or female name?
Both females.
Oh, 2 female names, y'all.
I'm not looking at the comments, so whatever Jilly's.
First 2 names I saw, Ariana and Barb. A and B. All right. Ariana and Barb. All right. That works. A and B. So you can say A and B. We'll just call them Ariana. All right. 2 women. That's it?
Yes. That's it. Just the 3 of us.
Just the 3 of us. All right. Okay. So when does this start? Time-wise. You can give it like just it was a like
last year summer, well, beginning of September, end of August, beginning of September.
Okay, so August, September of 2021. Okay. All right. So how did we begin?
We got here. I came on the app. I was just a gifter, just hanging out, vibing on good energy. I ended up connecting with someone, connecting with actually. We started hanging out
So
virtually.
you joined the app in August, September. What app are you
I
on?
joined the app in June, but I
Okay.
didn't become like really active until like August,
Okay.
September.
So you joined app in June. And what app did you join? I don't know what app.
POF.
The POF. Team P. I usually claim Team POF because I'm Team POF, but I'm gonna reserve that claim until after this story. Okay. All right. So you joined POF in June of 2021. And I'm guessing you joined it did you join it because of the live feature or you joined it because of the dating
Yes,
and found the live?
because of the live, people were telling me about it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go check it out.
Okay. Because of live, and then August, September is when you started becoming active on the
Right.
app as a gifter. Okay. Okay. Active gifter. Okay. And you stumbled upon the first live, or not the first live, but you stumbled upon Ariana's live.
Right.
Okay.
Yes. I started hanging out in there. She was telling me how she was in Georgia sometimes visiting friends. And I'm like, okay, cool, because everyone is either in Texas, all far away. So I'm like, okay, someone comes here locally. Then they said they were getting ready. A said she was getting ready to move here. So I was like, even more dope. Like, yo,
Okay.
this is a genuine person. This is
How
good
long?
energy.
Like how long were you, and is this all on app? Like walk me through this. Like it started on app for this amount of time and then we moved to the DMs. Like how did this?
It was just consistency. Like it was just in stream, and then we exchanged numbers around. I had an auction like in September, and
Okay.
my first Millie party, so everyone flew into Atlanta to hang out with
Okay.
me.
Okay. So you found her stream and you guys talked in the live stream for what, 1 to 2, like a week, and then you gave each, you exchanged phone numbers or,
Probably about 3 weeks or a month at the max.
and then you
Like,
exchanged phone numbers. Okay.
right.
Okay. And being local, then you exchanged numbers about 3, 4 months. You said 3, 4 weeks.
Weeks. Yeah, yeah.
Weeks, and then you exchange numbers. And then that's when she was telling you that she was going to be moving closer to you.
Right, right, right.
Okay. And what did you like about, like, what did you like about Ariana? Like, what?
The energy was cool. I could be myself. I didn't have to be this big personality that I am all the time. She just made me feel like so comfortable. Like, yo, okay.
Okay.
Care not really a care less, but I'm not too big on what people think type of attitudes. So it was real comfortable.
Okay. All right. And so the energy on stream translated to over on the phone as well. So
Right.
that was comfortable
Absolutely.
as well. Okay.
Yes.
All right. All right.
So everyone came to Atlanta. Well, before everyone came to Atlanta, I had already picked up this hangout relationship with B. We had been messaging. Yeah.
So when does, okay, so let's complete the little bit of the loop here. So 3, 4 weeks of talking on the phone, you felt really comfortable and carefree. When was the fly out scheduled for?
The fly out was like end of September, beginning of October. I can't remember exactly when. I remember having an auction that weekend also. So everyone was here, and then the side person was like, yo, I want to be there too. And I'm like, whoa.
Hold on, we're gonna get to the side. We gotta fit this together like an appropriate puzzle piece here, okay? So September, October, everyone was flying out for your Millie party and your auction.
Right.
And the people included in that was Ariana.
Right.
Okay. And at this point, when she's gonna come out, are you guys serious? You're just talking, you have a title?
No, no title, just hanging out.
And this would be the first.
Intentions are there, but nothing has been confirmed.
Okay. And but she's committed to flying out, that would be the first time you guys would meet.
Right.
Okay. All right. But intentions are, y'all having spicy phone conversations?
Surprisingly, yes. Very juicy.
Oh, okay. You were sending naked pictures.
I would end my live and be like, okay, you guys, it's time for me to go have virtual sex.
And not playing, and they just probably laughed it off. See, I'm telling y'all, y'all be in y'all favorites stream and letting them say this extreme stuff, and you key it off. They not lying. Y'all think y'all don't even be knowing when y'all be getting tea sometimes. Y'all don't be knowing. They be telling you their own tea. I'm not gonna say no names about people that tell it like it is, and y'all don't want to believe them. Just saying. All right. Okay. So uh everyone's flying out, coming out for your Millie party. You guys are, there's sexual tension, sexual interest, very much so, happening between you and A.
Right. Let me drop this bomb. Everyone that came to the Millie party knew exactly what was going on. They knew that I had both parties, and they tried their best to help me.
Okay, let's don't we don't like
Maintain.
give too much. Let's fit them all together before we get there. So my second question was going to be, the people coming to the Millie party knew of you and Ariana, obviously. Now you just said that. Okay, so we're at this space. So let's pause the Ariana timeline here for a second, okay? In relation to this 3-4 weeks that you and Ariana have been talking and spending, where does Barb appear? Where does V appear?
Kicking crap on the app, just as she just appeared. Like, we would talk, but it was not consistent. I really thought it was just an app thing.
And
you
you met
know
her in her live stream, like you met Ariana, or you met her like in the comments of someone else's
in
stream?
someone else's box, in one of my family's boxes.
Okay, so you met her in the box. So this is you. Would you say you met them at the same time?
No, I definitely met A first.
A first. So when you moved the A relationship onto like a phone thing, around that time is when B also made an appearance.
Right.
Okay. So let's put this in here. Hold on. For my note taking purposes. Okay. Okay, you met B in a box of family members. Okay, now when you met B, let's pause the Ariana thing because we're going to tie this back to the meetup, right? So when you meet B, you meet her in a box. So she's in the box and you're in the box, and then you guys just
Right,
okay,
we're just hanging out, just
okay.
talking trash. Who has a crush on who, and I'm like, yo, I have a crush on you, and they're like, oh, really? And then we started going back and forth. And I didn't really I didn't really look into it, because I was with A, like, not in a relationship, but it was some consistency there.
Okay.
So I tried to just focus on that with A, but I kept being driven, like, to B, like, oh my gosh, like,
So B, when you guys met in the box, then how long did you and B start communicating on the phone, like off the app immediately, or
no, it took some time for us to, like, really just get to some type of level ground, and, like, have some type of consistency.
okay? And how long do you think that you would say that? Like a couple of
About 2 months.
Oh, 2 months. Okay. Wait, so at this time, so this is around August time, August, early September. So pretty much it took until just before the meetup that you and B started actually like talking off the app.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So not consistent communication and then about 2 months um off the app. Now, what did you like about B? What was it bringing you so much to B?
It was the energy. Both of us have that fun energy. It was just so cool. Um, Parenting, like, we connected on a lot of things. Like, sometimes you're on the app and you see a person one way, but then when you talk to them off the app, like, they're a total different person. And we just, like, clicked on
You can
there.
say
we
that.
had
You can
we
say
had the
that,
same
man. You
goals.
talk to somebody on the app, and then when you connect off the thing, they're a total different person. That doesn't. Sometimes that works out for the good. I don't know. Maybe I'm jumping the
Right.
gun here. Clearly,
Right.
we're on the show.
Absolutely.
Okay, so You having sexy time with B?
I mean, it was hot and bothered.
You was sending the same pictures to A that you was sending to B?
No, we did live action with B. She wanted on the spot right then and there.
Sexy FaceTime?
FaceTime.
Okay, okay. Ooh, okay. Be honest in the comments. How many of y'all do sexy FaceTime? How many of y'all do sexy FaceTime? Me. It's the double hands up. And the cartwheeling into the sexy FaceTime. Okay, okay, okay. So I'm getting, this is the vibe I'm getting. You know how they say like a lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets? I feel like you being freaky deaky with B, and then it's a little more like ladylike with A, and then kind of okay, all right, okay, okay, all right. So when you would say I'm about to go have virtual sex, it could be either or.
Yeah, but A would always think it was about her. But B like knew that it was either her or A.
So B, okay, so break this down to me. How did B know about A? So clearly what you're saying is A never knew anything. B knows everything.
Everything. Um, when I first met up with her, it was like after a visit. Like I had went on a week-long trip with A and I was MIA. And so when I saw B after the trip, I like as soon as I saw her face, I'm like, I can't lie. I've been on vacation. I've been with such and such.
Okay, so but wait though. So wait, because you said we got up to this meetup, right? So the first, when's the first time? So this meetup is the first time you're meeting A and B in person?
I didn't meet them at the same time, but yes.
Okay, so we already connected. If y'all just joined, this is Entanglements with me. It's Itsjillybaby. We have Candy in the box giving her entanglement. So Candy has Ariana and she has Barb, A and B. All right. Candy joined the app in June of 2021, and for the live feature, she didn't really become active on the app until August, early August time, August September time, as an active gifter. She found Ariana's live, vibed out with her. They connected, talking about we're moving locally to Candy's area. So they had a connection there. She said she felt super comfortable and carefree. So within about a 3-week time span of communicating on the app, they exchange numbers and they start talking on the phone off the app. Around this same time when that is happening, Candy also meets B. She meets B in another stream while in the box. They're doing a lot of box flirting. There's that sexual tension kind of energy and stuff there. And it doesn't really initially become consistent off the app. So she's interested in B. She said interest, she had great energy. She was fun. And but she also has A here who's consistent. So she's got the inconsistent one and the attraction, and the consistent one who's just still in this space, right? I met her first. So it takes a little bit longer, but they start connecting off the app and communicating as well. So we fast forward now. A lot of sexy phone time is happening here. More FaceTime with B, more pictures and keep it cute light with A. So we get to where you're having a Millie party and an auction, and your friends decide to fly out. Everyone's coming to see you. A is part of that that's coming to see you, and B is coming. B
B
want,
could not come.
we could not
Thank
come,
God.
but B wanted to come. Okay.
Yes.
So we're at the part, we're getting to the party. The friends that are there know everything. So they know about who A is to you, but they also know that you've been virtually busting it with B as well.
Right, right,
Okay.
right.
All right. So they know that A just knows you. Okay.
Right.
So you get to the party. You meet.
I meet everybody, we're hanging out. My phone goes off a lot, and I just play it off, and A is like, yo, why is B calling you a lot? And I was like, oh,
She knows B. Like they cross paths and know each other.
they're
Okay.
friends. We all were mutual friends. Like my friend asked me if we were in a poly relationship because of how the flow went.
So explain this to me. You be live,
And they both would be in my box, like hanging
be
out.
hanging out, talking to each other.
And
None,
they would go
none
to
the
each
wiser.
other's they would go to each other's box, each other's live, and gift each other. They would take each other's milestones. They would talk about how they're going to support me in an auction, like who's going to throw what.
In the comments, give me some words about how you feeling about this. So you talking to two people and they don't know about each other, but they hang out in your box. They support each other, take each other's milestones, and have none the wiser about bye. Bye. Okay, so at what so they for a while they both don't know about each other, right? Because you say at some point you do tell B, but at this point they don't know about each other.
Correct, correct. It wasn't until things became exclusive and I'm like, yo, A wanted to be exclusive, and I'm like, oh crap, I really like B. And even though I've been talking to A the longest, like I really like and want B, but it's like I was already here with A, so how can I let A down and say I'm gonna leave B? So I did both.
So okay, so wait, we get ahead of ourselves. We got to just so they we get the backstory. They don't know each other. You have this meetup. You meet A for the first time. How does that go?
It went cool. It went cool. We weren't alone, you know what I'm saying? So when you're not alone, it kind of like makes it a little different. You know, I was relaxed. I had my sisters with me. I just had my mom. I had my people with me, you know? So it wasn't like a lot of focus on the two of us. It was everyone. It
But
was a group effort.
you felt attracted to her. You like those feelings, all of that stuff still there, or
It was there, yeah, at that time. But I didn't know how I could really feel until I met B
okay,
in
got it. All
person.
right. So you met, the whole thing went fine, friends, everything. She leaves it fine. Now you said while you're there, B was calling.
Yes.
B was calling, and she
And
because she knows who that is, right? That chick's there, and it just stuck out to her like, why is she calling so much? And B still doesn't know the fully about A, right?
right,
Okay,
right,
okay, but she knew A was gonna be there.
right,
Everybody else,
right,
right? Coming out.
right.
Okay, okay. So when B's calling, what do you tell her when she asks why? And do you answer any of the calls by B while there? What do you tell B?
I answer, but I just like play it off, you know, like, oh, you know, we're all hanging out. You know, I didn't post any pictures, but somehow she saw the lineup, like how everyone was sitting, and every time she saw something, we were together. And I was like, yo, it just happened that way, you know, like I don't know.
How many of y'all are detectives like that? Be honest. Do you see how she put all that together? She me like she said me. She said every picture I saw, y'all two were always together. And y'all two. Okay, fair. Y'all see who's pay attention. All right. So you played it off. You knew B had her suspicions um about what was happening, but she went with your story. She rolled with it, right? She rolled with it. And A is still oblivious.
Not so much. She had her suspicions also, and she asked numerous times, and I'm like, nah, we're just cool. We're just app friends, you know, or that we have an app relationship. You know, it's nothing serious.
Okay,
I
fair.
like totally downplayed it.
Okay, and they bought it. All right. B plan out. All right. So meetup done. A flies back. We're back to app life. Everybody's back in their respective corners. So then what happens after this trip? You
We
have to meet.
continue to hang out. Things with B and I become more serious. She's like, yo, look at me. Like she's putting more pressure, not like in a bad way. Like, yo, I want you. I'm coming to Georgia. Both of them at the time lived out of Georgia. So B ended up moving to Georgia. Like, yo, I'm about to move to Georgia. We about to be a family, you know, like
A, so you said A after this meeting though, A wanted to be exclusive.
A didn't want to be, not after the Millie party. We hung out like the end of December, and that's when she wanted to be exclusive. But B had already moved to Georgia, so I felt like she only wanted to be exclusive because B moved to Georgia.
So from October to December, you don't meet up with B at all. So
Not at all.
December. This is all on the app. And they both have suspicions about each other. And
Yes.
you're still playing it cool.
Yes.
And they still box thoughting in your life.
Yes.
And they still gifting you and helping each other.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. We just gotta write that down. Okay, so October to December. And at no point, like, do you even after did they ever talk to each other about it? Like, no, none of them came to you to say no, no, they didn't, or they
They
did.
did. They A went to B and said, "Yo, I feel like there's something going on with you and my girl. If there isn't, I feel like there was before." B was like, "Nah, that's your girl." You know, so
But you
and
weren't
B
exclusive. You weren't exclusive, but she was calling. You were calling each other.
this was after December when we were
Okay,
exclusive.
we're
Well,
we're in October, December. So we're in October, December.
you gotta catch up. That's too much. We back there. October gone. October we had the Millie party.
I know, but we gotta tie it together for the viewers because you are all over the place. We gotta make sure we gotta give them a clear line of story time. So October after the Millie party to December, box totting poly stuff continues. Everybody's still hanging out like none the wiser, and it's business as usual. So we get
Right.
to December, and who do you see first in December?
A. A and I spent the week. We brought in the new year together.
Okay, so happy New Year together. Okay, New Year with A. Okay, and how was that week together? So this is the first time you guys are like getting to get alone time, not
Right, right,
everybody
right.
else. Okay, and
Uh,
all the way up into this time, she's expressing same feelings and all right. So happy New Year, you're together. When you're done there, so you said you have a great weekend, and then you just said from that point forward, you guys determined exclusivity.
right. When she got back home, when she flew back in, she was like, "Yo, we can try this exclusive thing. I could try to be your girlfriend. You can try to be mine." And I'm like, "Okay," but then I'm like, "Oh no." Like I've picked this thing up with B, and I've promised her that we are going to be together and a family. And she's all here in Georgia already, so
When did she move to Georgia?
December, like December 18th.
So she moved in December, and you
But I
guys
didn't see her in January.
you didn't see her till Jan.
I kept like pushing her off, like, "Yo, I'm busy. I can't, because every night I was going to sleep with A on the phone. So, like, when would I have time to go spend that time?
Okay. All right. So A comes, and you're still so this whole time you're still having sex. You still doing sexy FaceTime all the way through, just all of this.
Got to keep it up.
Okay. Okay. Like a muscle, right? You gotta use it or lose it. Okay. I'm sorry. Sorry. Um. Apologize, y'all. B moves December 18th, but you don't meet. So A after A leaves, she wants to be exclusive, and I mean, it sounds like you really did like both of them. Like you really had like just this.
You really? Exactly.
Hold on now. Don't get all excited. No, not too much excitement. I'm not saying this is right. I'm just co-signing any of this. But you like both of them, and you're juggling both of them. So A leaves. She wants to be exclusive. You're on this high, and you say okay. You tell her okay.
Right.
Okay. So you tell her okay. So she leaves. Now you get to see B. You finally meet B. Okay. And what happens when you finally meet B?
Once I saw B, like I knew that I had to leave A alone. Like the chemistry was like just it was a magnet. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't, and I felt bad. Like man, I've been curving you this whole time, and it was a different feeling. Like oh my gosh, it was
Okay.
awesome.
So instant connection. B lives physically in Georgia now, near you. So she's
Yes,
she's there. So
right,
you do then. So you meet so and clearly this is when you said you told B about A.
right.
Or you
Yes,
confirmed. You confirmed what they already know.
right. I was about to say I confirmed because she already knew, and she said thank you for letting me know. She just wished I would have told her sooner instead of playing on her top, like she didn't know something was going on
Wait, who are you
already.
talking to? To B or to A?
B.
To B. Okay. Confirmed with B about A. Okay. And so what do you do from here?
I focus more on B's relationship. Um,
You string A along, like you don't just tell A.
well, to be honest, no. I still maintain with A, and then something happened personally with A between us. And I'm not gonna say that I used it as an escape type thing. Like, okay,
You're not gonna say,
there,
but you did. Okay.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I
Okay.
did. So I started being more active with B.
So this happens in January. You got you a confirmed girl. So you got yourself two girlfriends in January. You told them both yes. You said
Yeah.
yes, yes to okay. All right. So as of January, you have two girlfriends. Your girl your girl in the box got girlfriends. Okay, girlfriends. But B's the only one that knows about both. So how does B feel about you? What does B say once you tell her that about A? Like that's fine, or you got to break that off?
She was fine with it at first because she understood how I felt about her, but then it became a point to where she's like, "Yo, this is just too much."
And how long was this going on? How long were you juggling both of them?
About 3 months.
Dang, 3 months.
I mean, I know it's just March, but it just happened last weekend. You guys saw the IG.
Oh, this was this fresh, yo. You know what? I should have picked up on that when we just said October and we're just in March. Okay, so okay, gather me right now, people. All right, so January, B's confirmed. January, you say yes to A to be exclusive. You confirm with B that it really is a thing with A. B says in the beginning, all right, it's cool, but y'all are together because she's actually physically there. So between January and before the conclusion of this or kind of the ends, you are juggling both of them. A
Yeah,
doesn't A doesn't know, but
A
B.
doesn't know. A finds out through a live.
Okay. So this is January. We get to February, and B says, so you're still maintaining this. Do you see A again? Have you and A seen each other again, or was that one time in January? Okay, so in December, nothing. So B is there, real life, up until whenever this implodes. Are they both still box dotting with you?
No. One has blocked. A has blocked both of us.
Okay, okay. Well, now, but back then in January, February time, were you
Oh
guys
yeah, we're still hanging out. January, we're still hanging out. February, we're still hanging out.
y'all just playing in her face?
No, we're not playing in her face. Jill.
Is she
B
playing?
had nothing to do with
Is
this.
she?
B just
Is,
did what I asked her to do, and it was please don't try to embarrass me.
is she playing in her face? Am I reading this wrong? Between January and February, if they put, she not playing in her face. They are she not playing in her face. Okay, all right. In A's face, she playing in her. She is playing. All right. So January, February go on. You and B know what's going on. You're having a great time with B. I'm assuming, especially because B is there. A, um, does A start to question like, hey, I feel like you're different. I feel like things are. So she's starting to feel it, and you take a situation to kind of like you have a situation where it's like one day somebody just like accidentally doesn't close your door, and then you use that one incident to just make it a big thing and just run
Um,
with it.
Not that petty. It was, oh, you're not calling? Cool. I'm not calling. So we'll just go all day without communication.
Okay, all right, all right. Okay, all right. So when does this all come to a
It came to when A said on Thursday, "Hey, I'll be in Georgia on Tuesday." And I'm like, "What? Like you just can't fly out here and tell me to be
Thursday?
available."
As in,
Not this past week, but she told me on a Thursday that she was gonna be here in like 4 days on a Tuesday. Like, yo, I'm matter of fact, it was probably a Friday. Like, yo, I'll be there Tuesday for 4 days, 2 days, and I'm like, yo, I have to work. But in reality, I was off work already because I was with B.
and how was this last week or 2 weeks ago? Like you said, it was
It was this month.
this month. Oh, the month is only we only
We have enough
only
days,
8
Julie.
in. We only 8 days in. Okay, so it was this month. Okay, A plans to pop up. And what
Right.
happened?
And then she sees me on live, and I'm on live with B. And she sends me a message and she says, "Okay, bet. I knew it."
Wait, but you knew what? What prompted you to get on live? Like,
Um,
did you
at
subconsciously?
that point, it was like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. Excuse my language. Sorry. It was like, I don't even care. Like, I'm tired of hiding my love. Like, this is who I'm with. Like, we're planning family vacations. We're looking for places to move together. Like, we have this whole life planned, and it was definitely getting in the way.
Oh, Lacey's getting me. Oh, well. All right. Now, okay, I'm not going to ask questions just yet. But from this point, she said, "Bet I knew it." Y'all blocked. So,
Yes.
okay,
Instantly. Yes.
okay, block game. Now, because A knew you guys have this mutual friends, and we all know how this app works, and it's big, but it's small, right? So, what about has this like affected like your mutual friends or people that know across, or did everybody but A know?
Um, a couple of people like unfaved me because they were cool with A and only dealt with me because of A, which I totally respect. You
Mhm.
know, like I definitely don't mind taking the responsibility or accountability for my actions. So when people chose to block or unfollow, I was like, cool, that's their friend. But I'm like, y'all don't even know the story. I mean, even now, we're not even given like the depths of what's what. But to each his own. Everyone is just like Candy played such and such. And it's not that. Like you can be in love with two people at one time. The fact.
Do you feel like at a certain like I mean, if you were to look back at it after talking through it and working through it, do you feel like at a certain point you should have just been like, all right, A, never like
Absolutely, absolutely. I should have like cut it off in January when she was like, "Yo, less," and I should have been like, too late. I've already started something more serious with B, but I was not woman enough to do that, and I say that all the time. Like, yo, I could have communicated better and been straight up. Like I'm gay, but I could have been straight up. So.
y'all catch that? Okay. I feel like she's been saved. She either has said that before and her friends would be like, she always say that, or she was saving that one to say it for the right time. And she chose right now to throw that out there. Okay. All right. Um, okay. Now, oh, this is my other question. Was there talk about like, clearly it seems like you were like in love with B, but was there talk with A too about I love you? And were you guys exchanging? Um,
Not as we have said it before. I'll say that we've said it before. Yes.
okay. Okay. Well, let's
And
just
then her mom called me, and I'm like, "Yo, I'm laying here with B right now. Don't call me about A until I'm done with B." I'm joking. I'm joking, Jilly. I'm joking, y'all. I'm joking. I don't even want to press the comments.
to mama. All right, y'all. But drinking snack emojis in the comments. Let's get through this recap. I have a question. Is B here right now?
I'm not looking at the comments, so I'm not sure. She was gonna come in,
Oh,
but I'm not sure.
okay. It's is
Let
that
me scroll up. Let me look at the comments
we
and
can look at
see.
the comments now. We're done.
I'm right here. Shut up. No, that's not you.
Everyone's putting B's in the comments. B, B. Is A, are you in the building? A? Okay. All right.
I
All
hope A
right,
is in.
I saw y'all drinking sake emojis. Okay, we have Candy, we have A, and we have B. We have Ariana, we have Barb. Candy, Ariana, and Barb. We're saying A and B. So Candy, those of you, I'm sorry, if you're just joining us, Entanglements with Itsjillybaby, you are here just in time. If you missed it, I'm giving you the recap of tonight's entanglement. Here we go. Again, Candy, A and B. Candy joined the Plenty Fish app in June of 2021. And then she joined because of the live feature, and she became active on the live feature on September time. She said she was a gifter first, a gifter primarily. And she stumbled upon Ariana's live, A's live. She liked the energy, they connected in conversation. And she liked the vibe. She felt comfortable conversation, really carefree. And, they started talking about Georgia, and Ariana was kind of talking about thinking about moving and things of that nature. And about 3-4 weeks into their, getting to know each other on the app, they exchanged phone numbers and began talking. Around this same time that they're taking this off app, Candy meets B. She meets B in another live stream while in the boxes. They're in the boxes and they're box flirting with each other. And it's a fun energy, I guess, the attraction there, but they don't really have consistent communication of that. It's kind of sporadic here and there until about 2 months, maybe later from that time period where they actually start to talk more. So these are happening somewhat congruently, right? Parallel to each other. So September, middle and end of September comes along, and Candy's having a Millie party in her auction. Her friends decide that they're going to fly in. And A says, me too. B wants to come as well, but B can't make it. Now, in between these things happening parallel, right? Meeting B, meeting A, and having these separate interactions, they are also intertwined on the app because of Candy. So in this time period, Candy would stream, A and B would be in the box, kikiing it up with each other, helping Candy, having their own relationship and Candy. And for the time being, until we get up to here, there is no confirmation amongst any of them that they're both having intimate conversation with Candy outside of this. Now,
Right.
both are having, regular conversation, and they're having a little sexual conversation as well. Sexy FaceTime is happening with B. A little light. It's kind of like 50 Shades of Grey happened on one side, and then they keep cute on the other side with A. Sexual interest between the two of them, but a lot of tension with B. All right, so we're at the Millie party and the auction where they fly in. A flies in, B can't make it. So A is there, but it's a group meetup, right? So they don't get a lot of alone time, but they're spending time together with everybody. She said the first meeting, it was cool. B was calling a lot. Now, A is picking up on seeing B calling, because remember, they're all friends. They all know each other. She's kind of questioning, like, hey, why is B calling so much? Candy plays it off, like, don't worry about that. She's answering B's calls and playing that off as well. Like, we're just hanging out, we're having a good time. But B is making these observations of all the pictures that are being posted. Like, I feel like something's going on. Every picture I see, y'all are always sitting together. You're always on the same side of the picture. Like, are you sure? Candy plays it off on both ends, and everybody just goes along with it. So now we're from October to December. This, like, undercover Polly, the only person that knows both is going on, Candy situation is happening on the live stream. They're still coming to the boxes. They're still interacting. Like, everything is cool. We get to December, and A plans a week trip there. She spends New Year's with Candy. She says it was a good time together. That was the first time they got to spend alone time together. She felt good about it when they left in the new year, at the beginning of January. A said, you know what? I think I want to give this a shot, and let's be exclusive. And Candy said, okay. Now, in December, at the same time, B has picked up and moved to Georgia. B is living locally, but B and Candy did not meet up until after A left. So A leaves at the beginning of January. Candy says, okay, let's be exclusive. She finally goes to meet up with B. And I don't know, have any of y'all just met somebody and had an instant connection? Like, you may have connected on the phone and then you see them in person, and it just is, from what she makes it sound like, fireworks and champagne bottles popping. That gift, the 500 gift where it goes like that, bing, and then it's all thinking that that's what she was feeling. And she says that it was just instant. And the instant that she met B, she realized, or kind of said to herself, I maybe shouldn't have done that with A. And in that moment, she confirms to B that there indeed is a more serious relationship happening with A. Now, B, or maybe you in the audience, maybe you would have said, oh, hell no, and left it alone. But B said, you know what? Thank you for telling me. I understand. And for a short time period, seemed to be okay with it. I don't know. I don't know. Would y'all be okay with that? If y'all met up and somebody finally confirmed that they were actually serious with somebody else at the same time, would you be okay keeping it? I would have found me somebody on the side too. Oh no, no. Okay. But she was okay with it for a little bit, but then ultimately not okay with it. Um, I think if you're all honest about your relationship, if you've ever been in a relationship and when you know you're over it, instead of sometimes being honest and straightforward about it, you kind of just you start to just it's a little petty, right? So if they don't do something, then I don't do something, and that's fine. So that's the energy Candy kind of had. So if A was kind of pulling back a bit, she was like, okay, not inquiring, just going with it, and kind of riding that wave. Well, a couple weeks ago, A said, you know what, I'm coming back. I have a trip. I'll be there in a couple days. Candy says, don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't do that. You can't just pop up. I gotta work. She didn't really have to work. She was kind of just scrambling because, oh no, she's gonna be here. Uh, and then maybe subconsciously, what happens is she just goes live. Candy goes live, and she's just all out and proud with B in the live. A pops in, sees what's going down, types in the comments. All right, bet. I knew it. Blocked everybody. This is
And then they go on the IG post letting everybody know what Candy's done.
oh, and then made a post about it. Made a post
And
about
tag me.
and
And
tag.
tag B.
Listen,
Tag me and B.
listen. I'm just gonna say we like a straightforward, no undercover about it. You commented. Coco says she commented. So, okay. If you guys have questions in the comments, you can type them or you can request the box if you have a question. Um, so how do you like now that this is kind of all played out, and I know I guess clearly it's still playing out, how do you feel about
I'm mad at myself for not being as honest, but I feel so much free. You know what I'm saying? Like freedom. Like I don't have to hide on my live anymore. Like I can be more transparent. Um, I could just be in love, the freak. You know what I'm saying? So
the free? How did you feel about the post?
I was pissed at first because I was like, yo, don't be tagging me and stuff. Like everybody doesn't know. And she was like, well, everybody's sending me messages. So instead of me responding to 30 people, I'm just gonna put one big blast out here. I'm like, roll with it. You know, at the end of the day, accept the consequences for what you've done. And this is one of them. So welcome to entanglement.
Welcome to Entanglements. Well, there you have it, folks. Guys, if you haven't already, please make sure you hit Candy with a fave. Y'all know I be in my bubble, so I don't really be knowing, but y'all don't be out here making it any worse, okay? Adding comments and your 2 cents into it. Candy clearly is taking accountability for her part
And
and
A, if you're in here, I'm sorry. Like I definitely was interested in you, like genuinely. But you can't, like you told your mom, you can't help who you like or love, and I can't help it. Like I'm sorry that I sprung you along, but it's over now, and now you can be free, and we're free.
all right then. This is free. Everybody free. All right. If y'all haven't already, y'all please make sure you hit Candy with the fave, please. Candy, thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing your story. Maybe I don't know. I'll let you know if somebody else decides to come on the show.
All right. Well, A, I know you're in the comments because I saw one of your lurker pages, but it is okay. Now you finally get the whole rundown. You've been asking for the timeline. There is the timeline for you. So,
All right. Thank you, Miss Candy. I appreciate you. Bye. Well, all right, y'all. Look at this on time. Look, y'all on time. We love a good on time finish. All right, y'all. That was tonight's entanglement, guys. A couple of things. One, if you would like to be on entanglements or have a story, please make sure you hit Nika up right there in the comments. You hit her up, let her know you want to be on it. Frozen, I would love to have you, Frozen. Um, message Nika. Guys, remember, if we don't have entanglement stories, then we don't have entanglements. Again, something coming at the end of the month, guys. I hope, stay tuned to my Instagram. As soon as I am able to say something very soon here, I'm just going to need you guys to write down Wednesday, March 30th. Okay. Wednesday, March 30th. I need you guys to just put a big asterisk on that date. We're going to need all entanglement ease, or I don't know what to call y'all. All entanglement folks, you're going to need to pull up, and we're going to need to be at the ready. Okay. The 30th. Yes. Thank you, Roll. So make sure you guys have that that on your calendar. But I appreciate you guys being here so much. Guys, please don't forget, I want to plug, it is Women's History Month. It's International Women's Day. So first and foremost, happy International Women's Day to all the ladies who are here. I hope you know that you guys are amazing and beautiful, and you know who run the world, right? So happy International Women's Day. Happy Women's History Month, guys. March is Women's History Month. We are doing 31 days, 31 women. We are highlighting a woman in history every single day this month. We are featuring that on a different female streamer every day. You can follow my Instagram to see the full calendar. It's really great if you guys can support 9 p.m. every day. You're going to pull it to a different stream. Tonight it was a Caramel Love stream, Top Edge Caramel. So I believe she already did the fact, and she's probably going to do it one more time towards the end of the 9 o'clock hour. So if you'd like to go there and show support for that, I really appreciate it. Supporting the movement. Guys, tomorrow is our second part installment of The View that we have series this month for women in the month of March. Last week we had a discussion about mind, so mental health. This week it's about the heart. We have mind, heart, body, soul. Week 2 is about the heart. So we will be in travel-based stream, guys. So make sure you pull up travel-based stream tomorrow at 8 p.m. And then we will also lead into Travel Bay will be the next featured streamer to talk about and highlight a woman in history as well. So 8 p.m. tomorrow in Travel Bay's stream for part 2 of the 4-part series. We're going to be talking about the heart and love and dating, women-driven discussions being had. So please join us for that as well. I think that's it. That's a lot, guys. Next up, guys, 9:30, it's story time with Weddington. Okay. So make sure you guys pull up there, Dr. Weddington story time. There will not be game night this week, guys, nor will there be a Top Batch Squares this Sunday. It is my birthday on Saturday, so we will be away. So we're going to take that time, and then we'll be back next Monday, back on regular schedule. Okay? Shameless plug. Yes, I was getting there. Guys, the community awards is not tomorrow. The community awards is Thursday at 8 p.m. So the last award that's being decided is the People's Choice Award, right? That you can see that's happening right now, guys. Today is the last day for it until midnight. It is done. Our very own entanglement recappy, PYT, is in the top spot, I believe, right now. So if you have any trophies, you have some to go sling over there, please pull up and support. I want to find out. Oh goodness, give me anxiety. In any case, Weddington, 9:30. Head over there. Let's see. Watch the People's Choice. Anything else? Anybody else got anything to plug that I remembered? No Top Batch Squares. No game night this weekend, guys. Where the birthday party at? It's not gonna be birthday party. And then other shows, guys, make sure you guys pull up tomorrow. Tomorrow you have, after the series, you guys have Sipping Celebrity with Mercedes at 9 o'clock, the Raina Cam show at 9 o'clock, and then, of course, your favorite comedy show on the app, Acting Out with Role Model Fresh. That's where we all love to be, 10 o'clock Thursdays. Too much fun. I was there last year. Yes, you were here last year. It's not going to be here, Frozen. I still have your card, Frozen. Look. From my last birthday. I have it right here. I keep it up here. There's some of the people that were here. I keep it right here. Yes, all of my board. Y'all, it was funny. It is funny to get a bunch of people off the app in one place. It was my auction. Yes, It was my auction on my birthday. I'm not participating in anything for my birthday. On my birthday. If y'all really do want to send something, I'm updating my Amazon wish list. So I will update that tomorrow. So if anybody actually really wants to do that, you can send me something there. Yes, Jay, you can end. Sorry, Jay.